I sold 25 surfboards in the last year. These 4 were the hardest. Not because they were bad boards, because something beat them every single time. I started with 54 boards. I came out with 29. Most surfers have 4 to 6 boards, and I understand why this is going to sound obscene to you. But stay with me. I want to show you exactly which boards went and what beat them, because the lesson at the end is not really about boards. The first one is the Firewire Seaside. If you surf fish style boards, you know this board. If you've been anywhere near the internet, you've heard of it. It's iconic. Mine was the Volcanic, 6'1", just under 23 inches wide and 3 inches thick, 46.5 litres. I'm heavy, and this is EPS construction. It's got a modern fish bottom contour, single to double concave into V, swallowtail. It was a good looking board. The material's nice, it's well made, and the Firewire brand sells, but the Seaside is obscenely wide, and every time I went to grab it, it just felt weird, so I took something else instead. Mostly I grabbed this, the Channel Islands Feb's Fish in SpineTek. Same 6'1", similar volume, 44 litres, but the outline is straighter. It's less bulbous. Mikey February's signature board. It's got this modern contour. It's rolled into a mild single double concave V, and it paddles better as a twin than the Seaside does as a quad. It's more fun, it has better lines, and I've never had a bad Channel Islands. People rave about the Seaside. I tried it. It's not for me. If the Feb's Fish wasn't enough to seal the deal, the album Plasmic absolutely crushed it. The Plasmic is a custom album, 6'2", 22 inches wide, 47 litres with a diamond tail. It's flat into this single deep V channel, and it's got a low rocker. With a twin setup, album mod keels or the SAW G10s, it is a small fat wave blaster, exceptional groveler, and then it surprises you in good waves. It looks great, rides better than it should. Every time I ride a Firewire, it just feels a bit generic. I've snapped one, I've had one turn yellow, and I am done with them. The Plasmic stays. And here's the thing, if you keep skipping the same board every session, that board is done. The second one is the Amano Twin Pin. This one might surprise you because the Amano is a local shaped board. It's glass, super heavy, it's strong as anything. Mine was 6'6", 21.5 wide, 2 7/8 thick, about 45 litres I'm guessing. It's got low rocker, a rounded pin flyer, rolled flat into single V, double concave to V. It went really well with BMT fins, and it's got this beautiful double stringer. This board is like a throwing axe. I rode it in the Maldives, and it's kind of the 3rd fastest board I've ever measured. The top speed clocked 39.4 kilometres an hour. It's a sensational board, but here's the problem. It really only shines for me in medium to high-end waves, and when those waves show up locally, I'm reaching for a longer board for the paddle power. It's a bit too heavy for everyday use. It's the wrong tool for when it's firing. And I've had 10 or 11 6'6" twin pins over the years, so I've narrowed this down. If it comes down to one, at the moment, I'm taking the Jim Banks Revolution. The Jim Banks is also 6'6". It's the same width, 21 3/8. A touch thicker at 3 1/8, but that's because the stringer is lower than the rails. It has very deep scooped out concaves and a V. It's about 44 litres, but that bottom contour, I mean, it is radical. That full length V with double concave running the whole way. With future form construction, it's a lighter glass. It's got this lovely little nose rocker to get over chop. It turns on a dime. It's shocking. And it paddles extremely well. It's very fast, responsive. It's perfect for beach breaks, and it can still take on a larger point wave if I want. It also copes beautifully with the hooker fins, which have a wide base and a little bit thinner top. Very fast, turns hard. It's just too attractive to take that versus the Amano locally. So even though it's a beautiful board, I'm only ever going to grab the Jim Banks when the waves turn on here. The third one is the Christenson Nautilus. I want to be careful here. It is a beautiful board. I've had 2. Both were epic. Chris Christenson's pedigree is real. It shows up under your feet. Mine was 7 foot. It was 21 1/4 wide, 2 3/4 thick, 44 litres, a quad setup. Full length, double concave with V, swallowtail, true aims or Hayden shapes fins were good in it. Top speed, 26.6 kilometers an hour. It's okay. One thing worth knowing, the Nautilus I bought from California, direct from the factory, was glassed way lighter than the ones glassed locally in Australia. That heavy glassing really does change your board, and mine became quite heavy. But that's not why it went. It went because there were 3 other boards in my quiver that overlapped it. First, the Channel Islands Mid-Twin. 7.1, 21 and a quarter wide, 47.8 litres, continuous rocker. It's got 646 glass, a satin finish, very slight double concave into V, a rounded pintail. It just flies with BMTs or saw or S-wing fins, like any of those work. It's just got a better low end and it holds up in the top end. The rounded pin is gentler on your body when you're duck diving in solid surf than the sharp little swallowtail. It's a recognised award-winning brand, easy to sell down the track, more fun as a twin than the Nautilus is as a quad, and I've never had a bad Channel Islands. And then there's the SMTH Grande. This is a 7.4 step-up twin. 4x4x4 glass, it just flies. It's so adaptable. It's good in the points, it's good in the mushy beach, it's PU, has this traditional single into double concave V within this single. It's got a rounded pin. It works well with any sort of upright fins, but the glass being light just makes that more performance-oriented than the Nautilus. Catches top-end waves cleanly, does lovely big turns, it travels well, and I bought it from Board Cave and the price was really good. I should mention here, one of the very best boards I've ever had is a SMTH Goldfish. I still keep that one in the Philippines quiver. I will ride it until I can't ride that one anymore. It is so good. It's a standout. And then there is the John Simon Quegg. This 7-foot quad with a rounder nose. It's this odd performance egg shape. It's got a panel V flat, double concave. It rated really well in the acid test, has a reverse V nose. It just paddles obscenely well because of that nose. Like, there's no resistance at all. So it feels fast and lively. It's got a pulled in tail. It's user friendly. It's quirky but cool. I could easily replace a Nautilus. I could go to Onboard Store and grab another one, but I can't get another Quegg. These 3 boards all doing what the Nautilus did, and they're all easier to live with. So the Nautilus is such a solid board and very hard to beat, but these 3 beat it. They have to be amazing, and they are. The last one is the Gato Hero Acid Drop, and this is the hardest one. The Gato was my best pure single fin for about 6 years, full stop. I had 4 versions of it across the years. I had an 8.9 speed acid, which I sold because the 710 was actually better to ride. I had a 611 acid drop, which was just a bit too small, and a lady bought that from me, and I bet she loves it. And I had a 7.4 acid drop, which was awesome on a travel trip because it fit in the bag, but still just that little bit small and low volume compared to the 710, and that's the one I kept. So this 710 was 21.5 wide, 2 7/8 thick, about 52 litres, I'm guessing, rolled all the way to a V, and then a rounded pintail. 8.5 inch Ryan or NVS single fin, top speed on it about 33.5 kilometres an hour. In the right wave, it was a special board. But then I picked up the Ryan Lovelace FM 8.1. When I put them side by side, it was pretty cool. I realised the outlines are almost identical. They both have a rolled nose, they both have fine rails. They're very close in dimensions. That Lovelace 8.1 is 21 5/8, 3 1/8 thick, and it's 58.29 litres. It does not feel like that though. I mean, it doesn't feel bulky because it's got that rolled into double V into V with low stringer all the way. It's got that pintail. The big difference is the FM has a little more concave just between the fins, and the FM is a twin. Can turn that twin more easily because those fins are close together and far forward. Then I can actually turn the single. It's more lively, it paddles better, it's smoother. The overlap with the Gato is pretty heavy, like they work in exactly the same conditions. And then there's the Vouch Nuevo at 7.6. It's slightly chunkier, 21 3/4 wide, 52 litres give or take, rolled into double concave V, rounded pin, single with side bites, Vouch 9-inch flex fins. That top speed of 38.9 kilometers an hour is significant. In the lower range, this board is unbeatable for paddle power and maneuverability. And the concave bottom is exceptional. It is so fast, so smooth, and it steps up as well. The big barreling waves come through somewhere like Double Island, and it is just going to take them. I rate it 10 out of 10. It's amazing. So these two boards cover everything the Gato did. That was a hard one, and it went. This is what I noticed when I was done. I started with 54 boards in 2025. By the end of it, up till now, I sold 25 of them, and I'm down to 29. I gave up 2 quads, a single, and a twin. And I'm pretty much replacing them all with twins. Like almost everything that's left now is a twin fin or a twinser or a quad. I've got 1 thruster left in the whole quiver, and that's a 9-1 gun, and that's, serious surf. I don't ride that one very often. And I didn't plan that. It's just the comparisons kept pointing the same direction. And I'll tell you what I really got out of this. It's not the sale prices, dealing with the marketplace people is always fun. It's the peace of mind. 1 board per rack. A lot more clarity on which board to grab. Less confusion, less remorse. Every board by this point is a great board. Now, everyone imagines winning the lottery and filling a garage with surfboards. I've had over 150 surfboards over 12 years, and I'm down to 29. And I still think that's too many. When you know exactly what you want, everything else is not that interesting. Every board left that I have in my garage now is for a reason. None of them are compromises. There's probably a few more that will go at some point, but I'm just wondering, have you ever had to thin your quiver, or do you still have too many boards sitting in the rack? Let me know in the comments.